What is up, Super Fam and Bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today we are checking out episode, I don't even know what episode this is, Chapter 20. I think it's episode 20. Chapter 20, episode 3, episode 4 of The Mandalorian. And I am extremely excited to get into it tonight. What is up, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic Tuesday indeed. It is going to be a good night tonight. We're getting into Mandalorian. I am so excited to check this show out. Again, it's been just a treat week after week. Last week's episode was awesome, and we are going to continue on with that. We're going to talk about last week's episode, of course, a little bit, and we're going to talk about what we're going to get into with this week's episode as well. But if you guys haven't already, you already know the vibes around here. Whew. Make sure you follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all the latest news, movie reviews, and content that we post every single day. And you can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions on whatever is going on or whatever I'm partaking in at the time. Mandalorian has been so amazing up until this point, and I am extremely excited about what's going on here, yo. I think we're going to have a really good episode tonight. I think last week's episode was actually really good. It was just a little bit of a shakeup. I think Mandalorian does that really well. I think Mandalorian finesses us for the better, not for the worst. You know what I mean? I've really just enjoyed every episode of The Mandalorian up until this point. As I've already said, I have no idea what could even happen at this point because of how fast we have moved through the season and the different things that they've showed us. It's definitely different. It's not groundbreaking, but it is a big difference compared to what I thought was going to be going on. We literally went through the entire first season, basically, for what I thought would be the first season, you know, like, I thought we were going to be in the first season the entire time until we saw the Mythosaur. We saw the Mythosaur the second episode, so now I don't even know what is going to happen next. But I am really excited to see tonight's episode. I know a lot of people have been saying they would like to see Moff Gideon. I heard some people say that this episode is supposed to be the one that's directed by Dave Filoni, so we might see Ahsoka show up or something along the lines of that. But I'm really not sure. But what we do know is that this episode is titled The Foundling, so that's a really good name, I think, for this episode. And I think we might see a lot of Grogu, maybe get some more backstory with Grogu, maybe even start taking Grogu through the process of becoming a foundling, even though he can't speak and all that type of stuff. And I think that's going to come up as well. I'm really here for whatever it is that we get into today. But knowing that the episode is called The Foundling, what do you guys think that means? Let me know how you guys are feeling. All right, let's jump into the chat and see how everybody is doing on this fantastic Tuesday. And if you guys haven't already, like, I don't know if I said this, but make sure you drop a like on the stream. Sleepy, gotta make some strong tea. Yo, I feel you, Mari Sue. I had to go warm me up a cup of calf myself. Oh, this shit is hot. That steam hit my glasses. I was like, oh no. I'm hoping we do a deep dive of Grogu's backstory tonight. That's exactly what I want as well, Mari Sue. I'm not going to lie. I definitely want a deep dive into Grogu's backstory. I was kind of talking about this earlier today on our news flash that we had, but it would be really interesting if Grogu wasn't actually kidnapped, I guess. No. This is what I meant to say. It would be... No, I started that right. My bad. I started that right. It would be awesome if Grogu wasn't kidnapped during Order 66, but instead it was like, the Mandalorians were kidnapping him or something like that. I think that would be really dope. Or they were coming back for the dark saber or whatever was going on. I think that would just be really cool. Do I think that's what's going on? Of course not, but I think that would be awesome. Hello there, yo, Demonic Slayer, long time no see, my brother. I hope you're doing good today. Love to see you here in the chat, my man, for real. I hope you're doing good, family. My only theory is because of Elias's actions and them grabbing that research, there's no other explanation or motivation for this character in the time period than loyalty to Gideon, but he's out of the picture. Elias, aka Kane, Elias Kane. I'm gonna be calling her Kane instead of Elias. I just that's just me. But Kane, yes, I think Kane's actions are definitely directly tied to Moff Gideon. Moff Gideon, like they said, he's being held in some captive place or something. I don't. Excuse me. I don't know if that means that they used the mind flayer on him or not, but if they didn't, then it's very possible that they are currently just basically trying to recruit him. They might be trying to recruit him, and Kane, what she might be doing is just trying to get into those ranks, go up and climb those ranks, and get to the point where she may be able to break him out. Kane's connection to what's going on is directly connected to what I think is Palpatine and all that cloning stuff that goes on with Palpatine in the future. It's possible we see some First Order hints going in right here, but I don't think that's really going to happen. Continue the Mandalorian journey. Yeah, I'm trying to continue the Mandalorian journey too. My theory is their motivation has to be deeper. It has to be Thrawn. There's no other baddie in this time period. Yeah, Thrawn. I think Thrawn is the guy that sent those starships or whatever to attack the Bo-Katan's castle. That's just kind of what I think. I should have watched last week's episode again. Too much to digest there. Yeah, there was hella shit going on last week. I heard rumors of Ahsoka could show up. Yeah, that's what a lot of people think because Dave Filoni is directing this episode. I can't wait to see full power adult Grogu one day. Yeah, that'll be amazing. Yes, I apologize. I've been quite occupied this year and been traveling a lot. I'm happy you're doing well though. Been traveling and all that stuff. Being occupied is not a bad thing. I hope you're doing well, fam. It's just awesome to have you here, yo. College and work been kicking my butt. I feel you. Episode is up. Oh, the episode's up. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Let me bring up the D plus. Hey, yo, that sounded kind of spicy. Oh, it's only 33 minutes. If it's only 33 minutes, then this better be nothing but Grogu for the entire 33 minutes. That's all I'm saying. Still hanging strong, Marvel bro? Yes, sir. You already know. Let's go. All right, you guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. Are you guys ready? Because I am ready. If you guys don't know already, we cannot show the entire thing from start to finish. But what we will do is have, we will all be able to watch it together. We'll press play together. Once we press play together, we'll get into what is episode 4 of The Mandalorian. I'm really excited for this. If you guys have already pressed play, you're traitors. But if you're still waiting, I know you would because that's what we do around here. On 3, we will press play together. You guys already know the deal. I am super excited to get into today's episode of The Mandalorian. You guys will know when to press play because we're going to press play together. As I say all the time, I hope everybody is ready to get into it. And you already know, if you don't know already, get your popcorn ready. As I say, shout out to Dom's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn for always coming through with the gourmet and the pop. All right, y'all. You already know how this goes. On three, we're gonna press play and we're gonna check this out together. We can't show any of the stream. Disney Plus has been tripping. They somehow threw the copyright on the other videos, and I ain't even show anything, so I don't know how that's even possible. We might have to fight those, but I'm ready for it. I hope you guys are too. Without further ado, on three, 1, 2, 3. Let's get it. I am so excited. Man. Yo, like, this was just, man, last week's episode was just so raw. This show just rocks, bro. There's really nothing else to say about it. Oh. Welcome, Katie Sackhoff, to the main cast. Yo, fags. Oh. Oh my god, this is awesome. Oh my god. There's definitely going to be a giant one of those crabs before this episode is over. Mark my words. Is my little guy Grogu about to fight someone, yo? Oh, that's bro that we met at the beginning. That's exactly what I said. I'm so happy that's... Ooh, that's facts. I like that. Okay. So, this episode rocks. Not Mama Bo-Katan, yo. Don't look at me, look at him. I like that. Oh, shit, son. Yo, welcome Grogu to being the new main character of the show. What, boy? What, boy? Hit him with the bow, bow, bow. Oh, I am very pleased. This just turned into a completely different show almost. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit! What the what, what, what the just happened? Damn, that thing been flying for hella long. That shot is amazing! Oh. Bro, this show is just different, bro. Bro, Bruh, this is just Star Wars. The Star Wars transitions are crazy. That was the Star Wars wipe. I don't know if y'all know about that. We're moving! I'm... I have no idea what's about to happen next. Are we staying with Grogu? Are we going with Mando? Are we gonna go back and forth? His little feet be moving, son. We're staying with Grogu for now. My guy's getting all scared. Oh shit. Oh. So Grogu, so he feels like a youngling more than a foundling. Is that what this is telling us? This is about to be like a Mandalore. Oh, so we're just meeting Jedi after Jedi. Okay. Ooh. And he remembers all of this? God damn. So are we thinking that Ahsoka saved him? Oh, okay. Like that little connection. I like that little connection. Back to the tip of Mount Mandalore, Rushmore. Grogu remembers like being called the youngling, bro. Like I can't believe he left Luke. Like I ain't gonna lie, I thought bro left Grogu. I was like, yo. Okay, was that low key a good thing that that happened like that though? Like that low key seems like that was supposed to happen. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, yo. Give me the time jump now. Forget everything that we're doing. Give me the 10 years later immediately. What? What? Are you kidding me? Oh, Jesus Christ. I almost threw my cookie at you. Yo, how are these episodes paced like this? I feel like we're 5 minutes in right now. Okay. Bruh, how can you be mad at this of beautiful shit that's happening right now? And she believes it, bro. Marisu, here you go. This moment was for you, girl. Damn. Maybe I'm the only one that's completely head over heels in love with what's happening right now. My guy ain't really carrying that big ass gun. Why ain't leave it at the base? Marisu, this has happened before? Y'all need better bird patrol. For real. I'm not gonna lie. I think Paz Vizsla's is one of the hardest masks though, because his has like the indentions and shit. Like that shit's hard. Which is hard as fuck. He really carried that minigun. Not the mask being right there. Oh. Oh my God! Did he fly into the mouth? Bro, what the hell? Oh. Yeah. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Oh my God, this is the hardest shit I've ever seen in my life, son. This is amazing. Oh, what the f***? Was that the big ass crocodile thing? Yo! Mandalorian does Star Wars right, bruh. What? 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 Bro. I could weep. I could weep sheer tears of joy right now. Yo. What? What? That's hard. That's hard. Oh. Let's go, son. Give me the flash forward immediately. Like, give me the time jump, son. Bro, I don't even know. Oh. Bro, I am so hype right now. It is ridiculous. That's hardest, bro. Was the armorer not even surprised, or did she not believe her? Because it felt a little more like she was like, yeah, nah, bro, like, yeah, of course, that's what happens. That was the best 27 minutes ever. Like, that was that was the best 27 minutes of Star Wars that I have ever seen. Holy shit, that was lit, bro. Like, all the world building, all the action sequences, like, yeah, bro. Like, loving the depth that they're giving us with this show right now. Oh man, yeah. Like, I need to figure out where I can get these ending pictures, G. Like, for real. Yo, this show is crazy with the world building, bro. Like, that's the thing that I like the most about the show is the way that they just naturally world build Star Wars. Like, that shit was fire, bro. Yeah, sir. Yeah, I'm here for that for sure. I'm here for that for sure. That was Liddy McJitty, bro. Yo, we just got done watching uh episode 3 of season 3, chapter 20 basically of The Mandalorian, and bro, I think it was incredible. I think The Mandalorian just does Star Wars the right way more than anything else has done it. Whenever I watch The Mandalorian, it always somehow just captures the vibes of everything that Star Wars is in one way or another. And that's incredible, bro. Like, that is what, like, this show is what Star Wars should be all the time. It all, like, I said this last week too. It capitalizes on every single vibe that's going on legitimately, yo. Like, bruh, it's just there's so much silent world building in this show, and I wouldn't even say silent. It's not really silent. It's just there if you pay attention, right? And not everybody does pay attention, so some people may not understanding what type of world building is happening, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like this show does its damnness to make sure that everyone is on page with what's going on, you know, and understanding what's happening. The fact that they just said, like, because that's definitely a question that I had, was like, hey, how the hell do these Mandalorians eat when they're all with each other and stuff? Oh, they freaking leave from each other, and then Bo-Katan's the leader of the war party, so she gets to sit by the fire. Bro, that's just subtle world building, man. It doesn't need to be in your face. It's super subtle. And then we get the backstory we get simultaneous world building and backstory that also gives more world building of Grogu and of the Mandalorian Creed. And then it kind of weaves them together as to where on one side it makes it seem as if Grogu may be scared of what's happening as to be a Mandalorian, but on the other side he's actually embracing all of the trauma that he has, like, like he's received within the like his life that he's lived, right? Well, the trauma is directly connected to who he is as a person, and I really love seeing that scene that we saw as a flashback in in season one. I think it was season one. Seeing that and getting to get a more full idea of what actually happened there, like that, like this show is literally now passing the torch almost but not really. It's not passing the torch necessarily, but it's bringing other people up to also have their own torches. Like it's created new torches to where now we have Grogu on one side. Like I just said, he is the new Mandalore more than anyone else can be, because he is the one that is not only learning the Mandalorian way, but he has also learned the Jedi way. And it's obvious, and that's what they told us again in this episode, that he remembers being a youngling. He was called a youngling. He knew Jedi. Like they knew each other. And even though he may have not been as mature, for lack of better words, as he is now, all the things that happened to him, they still did have a huge effect on him. And no doubt why he was so down to go with Luke and Ahsoka, and he remembers that. It's something that he can connect to. And I like that it kind of almost frames it that way at the beginning of the episode, when everyone else is fighting and training as the Mandalorians, and Grogu was kind of off by himself, almost meditating, the same way we saw him when he was calling out to Luke and he was meditating right there, right? And they had to protect him. It was very similar to that, almost as if he's calling out to his people. And then, and what happens directly after that, Din Djarin comes, and it's like he answers the call that little Grogu was kind of putting out there. And then we see that Mando is like, bro, I know you're that guy. I know you don't have to tell me nothing. I know you're with it. Go ahead. And Din Djarin is okay with Grogu having learned from Jedi and knowing that he can utilize the Force, and he was trained by Luke. He doesn't take that as offense. He actually boosts that up with Grogu, and I just love that, yo. He's like, oh yeah, bro, like, you know what I mean? He's like, oh yeah, I know you could do it, and it's not because I taught him, it's because Luke taught him. And that's fire, bro. That's fire. Like, yes, sir. Like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I enjoyed that episode so much. And then they're subtly telling us that this bird thing, is an issue and has always been an issue, taking children and feeding it to its children. It dies. Now they got the little dragon birds too. Future Mandalorians, our foundlings that we have now are going to be writing those things in the future, bro. Like it's like we are getting all the backstory for an amazing story that we don't even know is coming in like 5 to 10 years, bro. And I am so hyped. Like I am so hyped from this episode. It was definitely lit. Like I said, I love the use of their little things that they have that they shot and they use to climb. That's dope, just because, you know, it's something that's been used throughout Star Wars, and it just feels good to see stuff actually matter from Star Wars. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just how I feel. And like even seeing that flashback of Grogu, that was like, yo, yes, bro. That was like pretty much all the stuff that I needed. I didn't, you know, I'm not. I know other people are going to be mad just because the internet, man, like the internet takes over. Everybody sees all these other things that are on the internet, and then they're like, yo, this is what's going to happen. We're going to get Ahsoka. We're going to get all this stuff. And then that's not the episode at all. And then they call it, you know, then they're like, oh, bro, this episode was filler. Oh, this episode was ass. And whenever someone says this episode is filler or whatever, it's like, no, you just didn't like it, bro. It's not filler just because you didn't like it, because, you know, like, we need to know these things that are happening. You might not care. You might want the whole thing to just be action every single episode. But that's not what media, content, anything is about. We got to know how we're getting to that next step. And I feel like all of these episodes, they've been so dope because they haven't just been like, oh, here's dope shit for you guys. Like, no, it's like, here is a story, and we have plot points, and we are building to something bigger. And then once we get to that reveal, it makes it all the more better. I am enjoying this show so much. This was definitely a bomb ass 27 minutes, bro. Like, no cap. This is a bomb ass 27 minutes. And it's just because, once again, I keep not expecting the things that are happening in this show. Like, I don't know what everyone else is expecting, but gosh, but like, damn, like, we are getting some damn good Star Wars, especially compared to all the other shit that we got, before. It has not been on the level of what we're getting right now. Like, I have not been disappointed from one episode of The Mandalorian yet, and that may just be me, but I think I take that as a dub, because I definitely was, disappointed with some stuff that we've got before. But I think they handled a lot of things well with this episode right here. I think they handled the pacing pretty well. It felt very fast at the beginning. It felt like we were hitting the next beat like this, but really all they were doing was skipping all of the walking to the next place that they needed to go to, which I understand, because it's like, bro, do we really need to have 30 seconds? Do we need to have 5 minutes of walking in this episode? I don't think so. Let's just kind of get to these plot points and get to these beats and let shit, just kind of flow from there. And I think they actually utilized these 27 minutes that they had fairly well. Like, bro, I keep saying it, but these episodes are feeling like very akin to an animation, just live action. And that's awesome. I think that's what Star Wars should be, because the animation content that we've got from Star Wars is some of the best Star Wars stuff that we have, because it's given us a lot of the stuff that we didn't know about what was going on the forefront. And that's what I love about this, is it's giving a lot of the background to what I really believe is going to be not like the future of Star Wars, possibly. Give me, like, I know I said this before, but can you imagine if we get like the Mandalorian and we continue this till like chapter like 30 or whatever, and then we get like a Mandalorian movie, like, bro, there's no way that we are getting piece by piece of Grogu's armor, and we're getting to see it get created. We're getting the knowledge behind what happens. She says, when you are a foundling, everyone from the not the clan, but basically everyone from the clan comes in, and they give a piece of their armor or a piece of something in order to forge something for you. Son, come on. Like, we are going to continue. We are literally like, it's okay. I haven't played The Last of Us, but I know that in The Last of Us 2, you play as Ellie. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that, right? That's how this show feels. It feels like we are giving Grogu, we're giving Bo-Katan, we're giving Mando, we're giving everyone all the pieces that they need to make so when we get to the future, everything is like all the way together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are getting pieces of everything, yo. We are getting like, bruh, it doesn't feel like it feels like when we get back to Star Wars, it's going to be based off of where we are now, and just giving us all of that. And I'm so, bruh, like, this is awesome. This is awesome, bro. Seeing the Mandalorians just flying with their jetpacks all the time after not seeing them for so long, just like do stuff like that, it feels right. Seeing it look dope like that, it feels right. Love seeing aliens and just the different creatures that exist on these different planets that can cause all this different comeuppets to go along. I love that aspect, bro. It just gives so much more flavor to Star Wars when you have things like that are able to happen. Like, think about it. In Andor, nothing like that happened. Imagine if when they were doing the heist, like a freaking stampede of like alien rhino things like happened because of the fireworks or something weird like that. It just makes Star Wars feel more full, because none of these planets are solely inhabited by humans and people. There are creatures, there are other creatures, there are other aliens, there are humans, there's everything that fulfill the entire galaxy, and it's just really dope to see when shit like that actually takes place, Like, I just love it, man. I just love when we get to see more of Star Wars being Star Wars, bro. Like, it's just lit, man. I need it. All right. Let's jump into the chat and see how everybody is feeling about that episode. My jaw is on the floor. Hey, yo, legit, because there was just so much stuff happening that I just never thought we would see. Like, I don't know. I never thought we were going to see so many Mandalorians together and them actually, like, I didn't like. It was never in my mind that we were gonna see the rebuilding of the Mandalorian creed. I don't bro. I don't know. It just never occurred to me that could have been where we were going, but it is. I thought we were about to see something new be created, and we were about to see Mando go off and all this other stuff. No, man. Like, we are rebuilding the Mandalorian creed. We are rebuilding things in this bitch. Are they going to be dragon riders now? That's like, can you imagine? Like, mythosaur, like, dragon riders, mythosaur riders, all, like, just riding all the animal stuff and getting back to their roots and not focusing on as much, like, quote-unquote technology, I guess you could say. Mid-episodes, besides another member berries flashback with another POV? Alright. Yo, Derp, you be killing me, G. I like the last episode more. The last episode, you mean... Yeah, the last episode was dope, bro. Yeah. All these episodes have been dope. And the last episode was also 58 minutes. So, you know, that's fine. The world building my butt. Bro, what's up with you, G? You just need to relax sometimes, bro. I don't know why you be coming with so much animosity, my G. Just chill sometimes, bruh. Take a chill pill, fam. Everything doesn't have to be the best thing that's ever been made in the history of ever. Like, come on. Why they tease me with a bald black Jedi, though? Hey, for real, they did, and they made it all blurry and out of focus to make you be like, oh, shit, son, is that Mace Windu? How is this Mace Windu? And then you see the green lightsaber, and you're like, oh, okay, this isn't Mace Windu. There can be more than one. There definitely can be more than one bald black guy. I know at least 5. No. You are the leader of the war party. You have the honor of showing your face on camera. Hey, this is facts, though. This is facts. But I love that. I love that they interpret it like they put her showing her face into answering questions that fans have asked. Because maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think we've ever got that type of answer as to how do they eat their food, how do they digest stuff, how do they do this. We already saw Din drink something, but he lifts his helmet barely, you know, to where, and then he drank it and then put it back down. But for them to eat, there's nowhere they're just gonna put it on. And you can't do all that. There's just no way. So it makes super sense that they take it off and then they munch. I love that, bro. I love it. And it brings them, it's so weird, but it brings them closer together even though they don't eat together, because that means all the other moments that they share mean that much more, because it's like, you know, like when you go, think about it, when you go to the bathroom, it's not like you going with your homies, just when you're going with your friends, you got to go without them. So if they basically add that to a part of the routine, like, yo, I eat by myself. I don't sleep by myself necessarily, but you feel me? Go to the bathroom solo. It's not weird for them. I love that they have their own entire culture that we know about, but at the same time, we know nothing about. Like, they can give us so much more than what you know what I mean? They can just give us so much more stuff than what we actually have been seeing up until this point. And I think that's awesome. And I think we're really about to get into some more spiciness. I really like this episode. I'm not gonna lie. I loved this episode because it was so different, but it was still Star Wars. It wasn't anything that we've really seen before, but it was his own stuff. It was just nice. Loving this so much. Yeah, I agree, Clawmaster. I think this is a W show. I think that episode was really fun as well. I think it's just a real good time, yo. No cap. Felt too fast to be 27 minutes. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. It felt long to me. Hey, yo, pause. I didn't mean it like that, yo. I didn't mean it like that. But the episode did feel like it had a good length. I don't know how else to say this, but it did feel like it was longer. I didn't think it was 27. It didn't feel 27 minutes. Like, I looked at the time expecting to be at like 5 to 7 minutes, and we were already at 17. And I was like, wow, they're doing a really good job with this episode because I feel like there's still so much left. And there was still a hell of a lot left after that. And it was just, and we got so much. Like, think about all the stuff that we got in that 27 minutes. Like, we got a flashback. They saved the kid. We got them climbing up the mountain. We got so much in this. We got to see the helmet, the piece of stuff be made. Then she also made the shit for her at the end. And you know what I mean? Like, she's mixing it all in together. And now it makes sense as to why she didn't say anything in the last episode, because she knew no one was going to believe her about the mythosaur. But now I think the main goal is get the rest of Grogu's backstory, figure out what the hell Kane is doing, and then also, of course, get all the Mandalorians back to Mandalore. Like, that is something that has to happen. I loved it. Yeah, what's up with it, David Jacobo? I'm happy you loved this episode. It was definitely a good one. I hope they don't make it a habit of 30-minute episodes. I'll give them a pass this week. I don't think any of the episodes have been 30 minutes except this one, because I believe last week's episode was 58 minutes. The one before that, I think, was 48 minutes. And I think the one before was actually 38, to be completely honest. I think it's been 38, 48, 58, or something like that. But that is, that's dope, though. I would, like, you know, I do agree, though. They should not come up with 30-minute episodes often. Don't tease us on a Mando movie. Yo, a Mando movie would be so freaking lit, bro. I would love that. The things that they could do. Could you imagine if the Mandalorian become the new Jedi for Star Wars for like a little while, just so we can get a little bit of a break from all the Jedi stuff that's been kind of not going on and meshing and gelling well with everyone? I think that would be really freaking cool, because we have an abundance, and when I say abundance, I mean we have an abundance of Jedi content in the form of books, movie, television, animated shows, hella stuff that is all about Jedis. Like, everything is about Jedis, and I am okay with that. Don't get me wrong, I love that. And if that was the only thing it has ever been, I'd have been okay with that. But now that I've got a taste of Star Wars that isn't centered on Jedi, bro, I want more. I'm not going to lie. I want more because it's just really dope. There's a lot more lore out there that we have not touched. Boba Fett, the lore and world building that we got from that was insane. Like, we learned so much about the Force that isn't the Force. You know what I mean? We learned... It kind of capitalizes on a lot of the stuff that the sequel trilogy was trying to establish, but was not able to. With the whole, it doesn't matter who you are, anybody can learn the Force type of vibe, you know? Like, because that was like at the root of the beginning of the trilogy, and that got lost in translation with the, you know, shuffling of directors and just all of the things that happened with that trilogy. The sequel trilogy, but you know, that's kind of what they were going for, and this is a nice way to kind of seed that in as well. And I think show the animated stuff like Clone Wars and Rebels, we're also moving that notion into play. I mean, look at what is it? The father, the son, and the sister, or something like that. You know, that we meet with Anakin and all of that stuff, and we see that. You know what I'm saying? And we get the picture, and then the one is pointing, and the other one's pointing, and all that. Like, that gave us a whole bunch of lore for Star Wars. And then we meet the Bondu. Is that what it is? The Bendu? The Bendu. And they give us even more with the Force. Like, we're getting all of these droplets of the Force in these different aspects of the Star Wars galaxy. And I feel like it shouldn't be wasted. Like the Sisters of Dathomir. All of this stuff that could all just tie back to what we know as the Force. And the Force is actually the center of Star Wars instead of it being the Jedi is at the center of Star Wars. I don't know if you guys would be down with that. I don't know how other Star Wars fans would feel about that either. But me personally, I am actually pretty okay with that, just because we've seen what they've done with the with Jedi stuff as of late, and it seems like they're a little bit nervous to get away from the Skywalker saga stuff for some reason. I mean, even this is still within like the Skywalker saga a little bit, you know? So, and that's why I think this is a perfect way to get after that. Like, we get after all of the stuff that we already know about the Skywalker saga. Post-sequel trilogy, when we get back to Grogu, and we see that he has all the armor that we have seen him gain in The Mandalorian. Like, bro, freaking peak, yo. Freaking peak. I made myself laugh watching the jetpacks. I played the video games. I know those don't last very long. Hey, for real, I thought the same thing, and I was really happy when they ran out of fuel. I was like, okay, all right, they ran out of fuel. That they better be out of there. Ahmed Best was the Black Jedi. Oh, Jar Jar Binks saved Grogu. Nah, Jar Jar Binks saving Grogu is crazy. But that would make sense. I'm not gonna lie, that would make sense. We don't know what happened to Jar Jar. I wonder if we're going to see him die sometime. That would be crazy. People would probably clap and cheer like, yeah, they killed Jar Jar. OMG, I knew that name was familiar. Those slick bastards. It's confirmed Jar Jar is not a Sith Master. When I first heard about that Jar Jar being a Sith Master and working with Palpatine hand in hand, like secretly, I was like, that's the dumbest, yet smartest, yet stupidest, yet most brilliant thing I have ever heard. And I'm surprised that didn't get more traction. I really would like to have seen where that would have went. Imagine the Sith Lord we're going to get an Acolyte. Oh, I am so ready for the Acolyte. Like, just get us away from the Jedi for a little bit. Give us, I mean, I know we're going to get some High Republic stuff. Give us Sith, though. Give us the Sith. And everything about the Sith. Like, give us the rise of the Sith, the rule of two. But they can't really give us that because they're going to cheese it up because it's Disney. But at the same time, Star Wars has always been cheesy. So I don't know where that line is drawn. And I feel like Star Wars is best when it is a little cheesy. You know, that's kind of what it's always been, man. It's always been just a little cheese. And it's not bad cheese. It's always been like a very high quality Gouda or some, like a, you know what I'm saying? It's a very high quality cheese, but it's a good cheese. I mean, I want puppets in Star Wars and shit like that, like I want that. I love seeing Grogu's little puppet just shuffle across the floor. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's cute. It's amazing. And it makes me really love the show even more because it's practical. And Star Wars definitely needs to have a lot of CGI and stuff like that. Of course it's going to have CGI. It's freaking lightsabers and blasters and lasers and spaceships and shit. But when it comes to the aliens and all of that, it just works so much better when it's practical, man. A lot better. And I really enjoy it. I really enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys did too. Mandalorian is definitely not even a hidden gem. It's a gem. It's a diamond. It is not a diamond in the rough. It is a shining gem that everyone should be watching and should not be sleeping on. And I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode as well. I think I'll have to give this episode probably about I want to say like a 8.9 to maybe like a 9.1 to a 9.2 in that range. So I'll give it a smooth I can't give it I don't know why I can't give it a 9. Yeah, I'll say this was a solid 9 for me. Let me know what you guys would rate this episode, and why you would rate it that way with as many characters that the YouTube will allow you in the comment section down below. I definitely appreciate everyone that's been able to tune in and vibe out and has been here for the watch party and or for the review. And if you're watching this on the replay, I definitely appreciate you too. If you're watching this on the replay and you've made it to this point, let's get let's see. I don't know. Oh, let's get Night Owl in the comment section. All right, let's get Night Owl in the comment section. If you've been up until this point, I really love all the stuff they're doing with Bo-Katan as well. I know a lot of people think Bo-Katan is like on demon time low-key and trying to hijack the Mandalorian creed and all that. I personally don't feel like that is what's happening at all. I think she believes it. I think she's rocking, and I think she's down for the get down, and I want to see her. And I love the way that she like mamaed Grogu at the end, like at the beginning when she's like, don't worry, my father was the same way. He's just proud. I freaking love it. Give me more. Yeah, Yeah, give me more. Like I said, I really appreciated this episode, and I definitely appreciate each and every one of you for being here with me. If you guys haven't already, make sure you follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all the latest news, movie reviews, and content that we post every single day. And you can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all of my thoughts, theories, and opinions on all things Marvel and everything pop culture. I appreciate you guys for tuning in with me today, and I hope everyone has an awesome, fantastic, and marvelous day. You feel me? Wait. No, that's not right. That's right. And don't forget to stay awesome, stay fantastic, and stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan. Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only streams, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties. We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update.